Occurred yesterday afternoon at State and Lightville. And you know how long I've had to review it, but it occurred yesterday at, reported at 2:41 p.m. There's vehicle was slowing to make a turn off of State on the Lightville. One vehicle behind it rear-ended it. The vehicle that was rear-ended was being driven by Lola Nelson. Make sure I got this right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the vehicle that was rear-ended was driven by Lola Nelson of 70.
Okay, how do you spell Lola?
Lola,
Okay.
70 of Salida.
Well, what was the last name?
Nelson.
Nelson. Okay, I know how to spell that.
And I think they're all related somehow. The vehicle that struck him from behind is April Nelson, 36, also of Salina. Lola was driving a blue Pontiac Montana minivan. Oh, that can't be right. I guess it could be right.
Minivan?
Yeah, minivan, and April was driving a white
Pickup?
97 Chevy pickup.
Do you know the year of the Montana?
Yeah, it's a 2006. April, and 4 of the kids, age range between 10 and 13, were all transported to Salina Regional. Sounds like the kids were kind of just transported just to be checked out, just to be evaluated.
You said 4 children, right?
Yeah, 4 children.
Between 10 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then plus April, right?
Yeah, and April also was transported.
And so, were any of the children injured?
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
They checked. Yeah, they transport them for evaluation.
Okay. Well, do we know if April was injured?
Doesn't say.
Okay.
So she was transported.
So they were the,
They transported. Slide EMS transported 4 of the juveniles, and April to be evaluated at the hospital.
Okay.
was Lola the only passenger in the first vehicle, or does she have some others?
Lola appears to be the sole occupant of the
Minivan.
one that was rear-ended. Yeah.
Okay.
Just to
Everybody
be
else
clear,
shows out of
So
unit
the
1.
pickup was following the minivan?
No.
Or did I have that backwards?
Oh, I was wrong. Wait a minute. There's 2. They also had 4 passengers in the minivan. None of them were transported.
Lola and 3 others?
Lola and
And
4
4.
others.
Okay.
But they had a carload. 2 carloads.
Yeah.
Were they children? The traveling with
The ones
Lola?
the ones with Lola were, looks like probably her husband, who's 70, 20-year-old Wes Nelson, and a 7 and an 8-year-old,
All uninjured.
all uninjured.
So Lola was in there, her husband, and a 7 and 8-year-old?
And
No, and another
and
adult.
a 20-year-old, yeah.
Okay.
So 5 people were transported to be checked out at the hospital.
Mhm.
And the pickup rear-ended the minivan.
Right.
Will
All and everybody that went transported came from the
from
pickup.
Pickup, okay. Will April be cited for anything, or inattentive driving or anything like that, you know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
It's under investigation. I think I know they're still working on it, clearly.
Still working on it, okay.
Yeah.
Were both vehicles required to be towed? Does it, do you know?
Looks like the pickup was towed by Saline Wrecker. The minivan was driven from the scene.
Sounded like it must have been a family outing taking place.
They'd been
Yeah,
to
it
Rolling
kind of sounds
Hills,
like
that-
it. Yeah.
Oh, they'd been to Rolling Hills?
I believe so.
Kind of got that clear as mud. I know it's
Still under investigation.
I didn't have much time to look at that, so I couldn't really tell you much about it.
Well, I was impressed.
You're
That's a rip and read situation.
Rip and read, yeah,
Yeah.
rip and run. Let's do it.